afternoon, and welcome to the Vinyl Hustle, Friday, October 16th. On today's show, we will discuss a new collection that came in the store today. Mostly modern rock, indie rock, some folk, and some emo records. Stuff you don't see coming in very often. Brando's gonna tell you about a collector's edition we have of Kendrick Lamar's Damn. Dramatic black and white cover on a beautiful clear vinyl. We will also discuss Delta Spirit's new album, What Is There? They signed the album for the Charity Autograph Series. Please pick one up today. I'll be getting into the bargain pick, but first, we're going to discuss some Halloween records we still have in the store. One of which is this Midnight Syndicate. If you can kind of hear it in the background, that's what I'm playing. That's why I'm talking with this creepy voice. Alright, let's see what records we have in the store that can get you in the mood for Halloween. Alright, the first record here to get you into the Halloween mood is the soundtrack from the American anthology horror film From a Whisper to a Scream. Came out in 1987, starring St. Louis's own Vincent Price. There's his decapitated head right there in front of the moon on the sleeve insert there. You may remember this movie. It's set in small town Oldfield, Tennessee, and it's like 4 little stories that are all related to you by a local historian who is Vincent Price. Now the version we have has this beautiful gatefold kind of animated cover here, and it's the most exclusive version. So the first version came out with 3 different pressings. This one only had 200 copies, and it's handwritten, hand-numbered right there where I pointed in the bottom right corner. So the number is 97 out of 200, and it comes on this beautiful opaque yellow inside transparent blue, and then this side is a transparent purple color and color vinyl edition. Like I said, the other ones had a bit more copies, but this one was limited to only 200 runs. Next, we have the soundtrack to Satan's Slave. This was a British independent supernatural horror film written by David McLivery and directed by Norman J. Warren. Came out in 1976. It's about a woman traveling with her parents to her uncle's house. Their car crashes and her parents die, but she survives. She stays with her uncle after that, but it becomes clear that he and his son are planning something sinister for her, and that is putting it very lightly. It's a really cool like B horror movie from back in the day, so if you're into that kind of stuff, check it out. And the score is really fun to listen to. It's composed and conducted by John Scott. Next, we're moving on to the Midnight Syndicate, which isn't exactly a soundtrack, but it might as well be. It's these 2 composers, Edward Douglas and Gavin Gaska, and they're known as Midnight Syndicate. They've been doing it for like 20 years, and basically they make like soundtracks for imaginary films, and this was the music I was playing earlier in the intro segment, and you could tell like it sounds like you're in a horror movie. It says they are horror music pioneers brewing a signature blend of instrumental orchestral gothic music and movie-style sound effects. They remain the first haunted house band, whatever that means, that forever changed the Halloween music genre, also never heard that term before, and became a staple of the October holiday season. I will say it's a lot of fun to listen to. I like to put it on around the house around Halloween time. And if you would like this, come grab your copy here at Music Record Shop. So those are my 3 picks for the Halloween season. We're going to do From a Whisper to a Scream, Satan's Slave, and Midnight Syndicate. Come check them out at Music Record Shop 3116 Locust.
Time once again for our charity autograph series, and we have the album What Is There from Delta Spirit. This is their brand new album that dropped on Friday, September 11, 2020. This indie band from California specializes in their own brand of Americana, and if you are a Delta Spirit fan, you have been waiting 6 long years since the last album. So here it is. We have it for you, and we have it autograph. So get down to Music Record Shop and pick this one up. The single off the album is called How About It? It's a murder ballad about a gambling addiction. We're going to be playing that track right after this video, so stick around for that when it's over. And the tour, unfortunately for Delta Spirit and this album, has been canceled because of COVID-19, but it's been rescheduled for 2021. There is no St. Louis date so far. I'm sure they'll swing through, but they will be in Chicago on May 2nd. So that's not too far from St. Louis. But if you want to pick up this album, come on down to Music Record Shop, 3116 Locust Street in St. Louis, and pick it up. It's a great album. It's autographed and would be a great addition to your collection. So come on down, folks. Now let's take a listen to that single off the album called How About It?
Hey everyone, just wanted to highlight this small collection we got in of some like modern rock and emo and folk stuff. This first 7-inch was Enter Shakar. It's a live album and it looks like it was pretty sought after on the internet. Next one was Living with Lions. Some of my friends appear dead to me. I Call Fives, Someone That's Not You. And this next one was a MGMT, which looked like a lot of people were after also on the internet. It's a Congratulations 7-inch with the Errol Alkin remix. And this last one was The World is a Beautiful Place and I Am No Longer Afraid to Die. Just love that title. On to some of the 12 inches. There was a From First to Last, and then Lee Corey Oswald. This Dillinger Escape Plan was limited to 300 copies, so pretty rare. Kings of Saturn, there's a Beatles, there's a Ornette Coleman, and you know how I love free jazz. This one is just called Secret Band LP2, and then Silverstein. I know a lot of our viewers are big Silverstein fans. And then what kind of caught my eye was some of these Death Cab albums. That one, Something About Airplanes, there's only one version of that on vinyl, which is pretty cool. And then this one was Jay Farrar and Benjamin Gibbard, who is lead singer of Sun Volt. Jay Farrar still lives here in South St. Louis, and Benjamin Gibbard was a lead singer for Death Cab for Cutie, and they did this album together. The last track, called San Francisco, is really quite haunting and had me in tears. So let's give it a listen. Here it is, Jay Farrar with San Francisco.
Dancing girls in St. Louis. Stan gets on the hi-fi under midnight kitchen bulbs. We all agree it's too big to keep up with, that we're surrounded by life that will never understand it. great magical city, the Gandharvas. Oops.
All right, it's time for our unique find, and this week we have Kendrick Lamar's album Damn on vinyl. This is a limited edition version of this album. It's his fourth studio album, released in 2017. Another classic album by Kendrick Lamar, further solidifying his status as a rap legend. It's got the dramatic black and white cover on the front and the back. The tracks here are listed in reverse order, and according to Discogs, this particular limited edition was limited to 15,000 copies, and as you can see here, we have number 9,839. We have this listed for $75 here at the shop. Come and get it. It is a beautiful piece of vinyl. In fact, it is pressed on clear vinyl, as you can see here, and this would be a great addition to anybody's hip-hop collection. It has production from James Blake, Steve Lacy, Bad Bad Not Good, The Alchemist, and Ninth Wonder. Features from Rihanna, Zakari, and even the Irish rock band U2 make this an album that you definitely need to have. Singles were Humble, Loyalty, and Love. We all know those very, very popular songs, very classic hip-hop tracks from Kendrick Lamar, and they are included on this album. In 2018, he won Best Rap Album, and he was nominated for Album of the Year for Damn. So we have this as a unique find here at the store, $75. Come on up and get it at Music Record Shop at 3116 Locust Street in St. Louis.
For this episode's bargain pick of the week, we got Millie Jackson, Get It Out Your System, 1978 on Spring Records. Millie Jackson has been called the mother of hip-hop because her songs have appeared in 189 samples for hip-hop songs. She got started in New York City as a singer and a poet, and she's an excellent singer, but she really got more famous for her onstage banter between songs, and it was kind of the selling point of her show. And she said she started doing that because she was really nervous and she just started talking to the crowd and it went really well. And they wanted her to do that on albums, and you can really get that feel on this album, especially on side A. The last 3 songs all kind of go together and sound like the same song. Keep the Home Fire Burning, Logs and Things, and Put Something Down on It. It's kind of, raunchy, and there's some sexual innuendo there. You got the fire is like, the passion at home, and then logs and things. You got to put a log on the fire to keep it going, and then put something down on it is how you keep the fire going. So let's hear an excerpt from Logs and Things right here on the Vinyl Hustle.
Building collapsing down around ass. And you in trouble. I ain't bullshit, you in trouble, boy. I'm talking about the heat zone.